Hey there, let's talk about why free webinars are completely dead. You've probably noticed they just attract broke tire kickers, people with plenty of time but absolutely no money, resulting in a miserable 5% qualification rate. But when creators pivot to the paid workshop model, qualification instantly jumps to 60%. By charging a small fee, you instantly filter out non-buyers and turn lead gen into a profitable system. Before we look at the software, you need our three-pillar framework for choosing a platform. First, frictionless payments. Can they buy a $47 ticket without jumping through hoops? Second, interactive capability. Can you actually do breakouts and whiteboards? And third, conversion mechanics. Does it support native timed calls to action for your high-ticket upsells? Let's start with our top pick for browser-based delivery, Livestorm. When people pay for a workshop, you cannot have them struggling to download an app. Livestorm runs right in the browser, which real users say drastically improves show-up rates. It also natively connects to your CRM to power all your automated reminder sequences. Looking at the platform, you can see how intuitive it is. Users in marketing and tech absolutely love this centralized dashboard. Just keep in mind, a few reviews mentioned that custom branding is a bit limited, and you might have to upload slides as PDFs instead of native PowerPoints. Next up is Zoom Events, the absolute gold standard for building deep trust. Because a paid workshop relies on intimacy and hands-on implementation, familiarity is a massive conversion driver. Zoom allows you to sell tickets directly and seamlessly transition people into breakout rooms. It is perfect for that 50-person sweet spot where high engagement is mandatory. In this preview, you see the initial lobby and controls. Everyone already knows how to use this interface, which eliminates technical anxiety for your paying attendees. It's brilliant for creating that premium, interactive environment where you can naturally transition them towards your high-ticket offer. To make this whole model work, you need flawless execution of our first pillar, frictionless payments. That is why Stripe is absolutely essential. You need a system where attendees can buy that $97 ticket effortlessly, right at the peak of their interest. Stripe handles this perfectly, seamlessly bridging the gap between your marketing and your event. Here, you can see how a workflow automatically generates an invoice and processes the charge. It is incredibly smooth. By integrating a tool like Stripe, you capture the impulse buy without forcing the user out, turning your lead generation into a self-funding machine. Now for the evergreen endgame, EverWebinar. The ultimate goal of a paid workshop is to validate your topic live, and then convert that recording into a high-ticket client acquisition machine. Once you have a proven workshop, EverWebinar allows you to automate the entire process. It perfectly simulates the live environment. Setting it up is super straightforward, as you can see here selecting the source video. It turns your validated paid asset into a 24/7 funnel. You let the software deliver your premium training, while still utilizing those critical calls to action that drive high-ticket sales. Let's talk strategy. You actually don't need a massive email list to fill a workshop. For the setup, craft an irresistible offer with a punchy title and valuable bonuses. Then, execute a 14-day sprint. Leverage cross-niche collaborations and targeted DM outreach, which actually converts at 15 to 25% to fill those first 50 seats. Next are the show up and pay up phases. Because they paid, attendance naturally rockets to around 90%. To monetize, you need to implement 4 strategic calls to action. Place them in the 24-hour reminder email, during your intro, at the very end of the workshop, and finally, on the post-purchase thank you page. The content itself has to follow the zoom in, zoom out method. The biggest mistake creators make is over-delivering so much that the prospect doesn't need them anymore. Instead, zoom in. Solve one very specific problem in granular detail to justify the ticket price. Then zoom out and reveal the larger, more complex puzzle they still need your high-ticket program to solve. Finally, phase 5 is the follow-up. For anyone who doesn't buy the upsell live, deploy a simple 3-day countdown email campaign. The true magic here is the flywheel effect. Even starting from scratch, a sold-out workshop means you now own a list of 50 proven qualified buyers. Stop giving away your expertise for free and start building a highly profitable business. Want to know first about the latest trends in the video and audio industry? Subscribe.